But as I mentioned, Sunderland beat Everton 3-1. Let me, yeah, I wanted to get the camera sorted. But yeah, like I said, Sunderland beat Everton 3-1. Very very good win for Sunderland, considering Everton were 1-0 up, and also Everton had I think a bit of a chance to get European football, but because they lost this game, I think it's going to be very difficult for them to get European football. But yeah, great win for Sunderland, considering their, let's say, second half of the season's not been their best form. They've not been in their best form as they were in the first half of the season, for example. But yeah, for them to go to Everton away and win 3-1, considering they were 1-0 down, it's a great result for Sunderland. You have to give credit to, obviously they've done really well staying up already, and for them to stay up comfortably the way they did. Régis Lebrun, if I get his name correct, 100%, he's done a brilliant job. And Sunderland most likely gonna get mid-table finish. And for them to finish like 9th, 10th, 11th, or actually not 10th, because 11th, it's Newcastle, Everton, Fulham win their games. But anyway, yeah, like, he's done a brilliant job. And for Sunderland to be where they are, it's incredible. And that's thanks to the manager, of course, and to the players like Xhaka, the defenders likes of Ballard, who's been brilliant for Sunderland, Michele as well, he's been brilliant for Sunderland as well. The success not only comes from the manager, also from the fans as well, because mostly at home they've been very strong this season. Their record at home this season is 12th best, but I think for some time they were unbeaten at home, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they've done a fantastic season. They've done a brilliant season, and for them, if they get European football, that would be a brilliant achievement for a club like Sunderland, considering they were promoted, and a lot of the people expected them to get relegated. So yeah, brilliant job for Sunderland and for the manager, the players as well. So well done for Everton. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that they're not going to get European football, but considering they've had seasons in the past where they're all constantly fighting for relegation, it's a step forward. They're gonna finish like near the mid-table. So yeah, but yeah, it's unfortunate that they can give a good farewell to Seamus Coleman, who's going to leave at the end of the season. Give a good farewell to him, but they lost now at home to Sunderland. Leeds United against Brighton. Leeds United won 1-0, as I said. Yeah, a bit of a blow for Brighton, considering that they had the chance to win. To maybe, who knows, maybe they could save their chances of even qualifying for the Champions League, because I think if they won their last games and Liverpool lost to Brentford, then Brighton could have qualified for the Champions League. But that didn't happen because Brighton lost to Leeds United. And Daniel Farke's done a brilliant job, by the way. I don't know why he was not in the contenders for the manager of the season in the Premier League. Him and Unai Emery. I thought these two managers were, in my opinion, they're underrated and for the job, the brilliant jobs they've done this season, in my opinion. So yeah. Wolves drew 1-1 with Fulham as well. Newcastle United beat West Ham 3-1. Newcastle, somehow, to some extent, they keep their hopes alive of getting European football. And obviously, a lot of the things have to go in their way if they want to finish 8th, because they have to win their last game and hope Brentford lose by a big scoreline to Liverpool, and Sunderland, Chelsea kind of draw each other, and Chelsea don't beat Tottenham. It's very unlikely, but who knows? We've seen crazy things happen in football. But yeah, Newcastle have had a good ending to the season. They've had some good results. Beating Brighton, beating West Ham. They drew to Nottingham Forest. They had a decent result against Arsenal, even though they lost. So, but yeah, in general, even though they had a good end to the season, it's not been a good season at all for them to finish mid-table. No trophies. It's not a good season for Eddie Howe and for Newcastle. But yeah, I mean, they won 3-1, and Usala scored the second goal, where obviously he did the Michael Jackson celebration, which was obviously quite fun as well. But yeah, good win for Newcastle, even though they didn't have much to play for. Unless miraculously they get European football, it's very unlikely. They've had a good end to the season, but obviously it's not been a good season for them. It's not been a good season for them at all, considering they're not going to get European football, and they've had a poor season generally. They've been knocked out in 2 cup competitions, though, by Man City, who went on to win those 2 cup competitions, and by Barcelona Champions League. but the league has been absolutely terrible for them. So yeah. Um, West Ham United, they lost 3-1, and that means West Ham United are 2 points behind Tottenham, and Tottenham have a 2 point cushion to West Ham, and Tottenham basically have to get a point to West Ham to guarantee Premier League safety. I mean, Tottenham have been given a lifeline here. Because if West Ham won that game, then a lot of pressure would have went into Tottenham that game against Chelsea. But relief for Tottenham fans as West Ham lost, and they have a good opportunity now to staying up. I can't see them losing both of their 2 games. I do expect Tottenham to some extent get a point to Chelsea. Chelsea are not great, so I do expect maybe to get a point, and also maybe at home to Everton, because Everton will not have much to play for. So yeah, I mean, Tottenham have got fixtures in their favour as well, considering also West Ham, they're going to play Leeds at home, where Leeds don't have much to play for. But if you look at the last 2 games, they don't look like a team that is on the beach. So yeah, considering the 2 points behind as well, it's going to be difficult. You look at the goal difference as well. Goal difference of Tottenham is -9, whereas the goal difference of West Ham is -22. I can't see West Ham staying up. I think Tottenham will an amazing chance to stay up right now. They just have to get a point in one of the last 2 games, and I do expect them to get a point at least, even if they lose to Chelsea. I do expect them to get a point at least to Everton. So I think Tottenham have a very good chance to stay up. And they've, to be fair, since De Zerbi came in, they've had good results and good performances. Except the Sunderland game, they have had they drew to Brighton, where they should have won that game. They beat Aston Villa away, they beat Wolves away, where some of the big teams went there and struggled, like obviously Arsenal, Liverpool, and yeah, they also Tottenham also won against Aston Villa away, which was a very good result. They drew at home to Leeds, even though they were a bit lucky to get away with a point because of some of the saves that Kinski made, but they managed to get a point from that one. And yeah, right now they have a good chance of staying up. I can't see Tottenham being relegated right now. I think they have a very good chance. And yeah, I think Tottenham should stay up right now. I think they should get at least a point. So yeah, but from West Ham's side, I mean, listen, I mean, yeah, some West Ham fans might argue and say, "Oh, the reason we got relegated because of that referee decision against Arsenal and so on." But over the whole season, West Ham have been not good enough at all. Absolutely not good enough. Even in January, in January, between January and to the end of the season, they've had some good form. But in January, I think they were 7 points, 8 points behind Nottingham Forest, 17th and 18th. That was always going to be very difficult for them to get back up and stay up, West Ham. So Nuno Sprinter Sanjay he did everything he can, but at the same time, it was not good enough from him and from his side as well to stay up. They will most likely go down. They have also good players, West Ham. They've got likes of Callum Wilson, Soucek, and so on, but the recruitment of the club and the mismanagement over the years has not been good enough at all. I think that one of the downfall, or one of the decline that started for West Ham is, my opinion, where they treated David Moyes badly. Because you look at what David Moyes had done at West Ham, he did a brilliant job. I think the way they treated him towards the end, it was not right in my opinion. Yeah, you might not like the style of football, but if you get your results when you haven't had those results in the past, then you might want good football, but be careful what you wish for. And now look at what's happening right now to West Ham. Even though they wanted Moyes out, look at the problems they've had after that. So yeah, I mean, it's a shame that West Ham will go back to the Championship, because West Ham are a big club with a big stadium. They're a good football club. I have a friend of mine from UK who is a West Ham fan. Yeah, but West Ham are a good team. They're a good team. They're a big club. They're a big club with passionate fans, and for them to see them going down is very sad. Similar way to Tottenham as well. If Tottenham went down, it's very sad, because they're a big club with a big stadium, with amazing facilities. So yeah. But obviously they deserve to go down over a 38-game campaign, because they've not been good enough at all. Yeah, they can complain about the refereeing decision against Arsenal, but of a 38 game campaign, they've not been good enough. And if they do go down, which they will deserve it, if they do go down, sorry, which I do expect them to go down now, they will deserve it. So yeah, but yeah, commiserations to West Ham fans, and to Nuno and everybody. What Serie A? There was a big clash for the Champions League spots. Como, AC Milan, Napoli, Roma had big wins. However, Juventus lost 2-0 at home to Fiorentina. And Juventus now are level of points with Como. However, they're now 2 points behind Roma and 2 points behind AC Milan. I mean, Juventus now are in danger of not getting Champions League football. You look at the final game. Sorry, who the final games? I mean, Roma got Hellas Verona, where they are already relegated, so I think Roma should win that game. Como, they've got Cremonese away, where they're fighting for relegation, so it might be a difficult game for Como. AC Milan have got Cagliari away, where they already stayed up, so that's a game that AC Milan should win. Whereas Juventus have got Torino away, which is like a derby. Torino away, so. Yeah, I mean, Como and Juventus have got some tricky fixtures, whereas Roma and AC Milan, I think they have a good chance of getting Champions League football. So, yeah, but yeah, the very disaster for Juventus. I mean, I think before they played their game, I think they were third in the league, and now they dropped down to sixth because all of the competitors won the matches and they lost. So, big blow for Spalletti's side, and if they don't get Champions League football, yeah, that's a big blow, especially for a big club like Juventus, who are, how many titles they've won in Serie A? A lot of titles, I think. So I think the most titles in Italy. So it will be a big blow if they don't get Champions League football. And Inter also lifted the title of Serie A. They won the title obviously this year, despite Genoa won to Hellas Verona. So yeah, congratulations to Inter. La Liga, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Barcelona won their games. However, there were farewells to be made. Lewandowski said goodbye to the fans of Barcelona, and to us, Griezmann said goodbye to the fans of Atletico Madrid. I mean, Griezmann obviously has been a brilliant player for Atletico Madrid. It's kind of a bit unlucky from his side that whenever he's played for Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, and he's never won La Liga, which is strange. But at the same time, he's a brilliant player. I mean, I remember 2016 where he had a brilliant year where he was unlucky in the Champions League final, unlucky in the Euros final with France. However, did win the World Cup with France though. But yeah, he's a brilliant player. He's not only a player. Obviously he's not been the same player right now as he was in 2016, where you could say he was alongside Messi and Ronaldo was the best player in the world. But right, how much he's evolved as a player, as a team player as well. Not only he can score goals, he can also help the team, work his socks off. He's a fantastic team player. Not only he's a guy can score goals, but he's a fantastic team player. And how much he's evolved as a player is tremendous. So he's a brilliant player. Obviously, he's not had the amount of trophies that he deserved to have. Obviously, he didn't have a successful career at Barcelona, but in general, he's had a great career, especially at Atletico Madrid, where obviously he's one of their best players in their history, even though he didn't win La Liga. Where in that time where Griezmann was in La Liga, Atletico Madrid won the La Liga twice. So, but yeah, he's been a brilliant player for Atletico, and Griezmann for sure will be missed by Atletico Madrid and by La Liga, considering he's a brilliant player. He was a fantastic player for Atletico Madrid, and also for Real Sociedad as well. Barcelona, also Lewandowski saying goodbye to the Barcelona fans. Obviously, he's not. He didn't have as much as a good career at Bayern Munich as he had at Barcelona. But Barcelona, with the goals he scored, the contribution he made to La Liga titles for Barcelona. I think there was one year. I think he won the Golden Boot, if I'm not mistaken, or I don't know. But he scored a lot of goals, and he was obviously detrimental to Barcelona's two titles, particularly in 2023 and 2025, where he was important for Barcelona in terms of scoring goals. So yeah, he's a brilliant player, and obviously brilliant career so far. Where he will go next, who knows? As obviously, by the way, Griezmann is going to Orlando. Who knows where Lewandowski could go? Could he go to the Premier League? He had a chance to go to the Premier League, I think, to Blackburn before Dortmund. So I'd like to see him in the Premier League, but he's had a brilliant career with Dortmund, Bayern, and Barcelona. So yeah, absolute brilliant player. I'll never forget, obviously, his performance against Wolfsburg, where he scored 5 goals, and against Real Madrid in the Champions League semi-final, where he scored 4 goals. So yeah, what a brilliant players, Griezmann and Lewandowski, and for sure Barcelona and Atletico Madrid will miss them. That's it, guys. Thank you. I wish you have a nice day and see you next time. Goodbye.